and it left me with this really interesting orange color. I don't know if you can see it very well. Yeah, right there you can. So what I'm going to do now to get this orange tint out of my hair is get your mixing bowl and your tint brush. I'm also going to be using baking soda, just cheap baking soda. It doesn't really matter what brand. And peroxide, hydrogen peroxide. You're going to want just normal peroxide. It doesn't have to be any special percentage or anything like that. And I use honey. Most people don't. I do. It helps make the mixture more of a paste-like kind of shampoo than just watery with powder at the bottom. So what I'm going to do now is put this down. I'm going to show you that we're going to take the baking powder, and I'm going to close this box so it'll pour out. And we're just going to pour, and we're going to pour a good amount in there, making sure that we have enough for your hair where it's all nice and orange at. So I'm going to say about that much for now. You can always add, you can always remake the mixture if you need more, but I tend to use about that much at a time. Then we're going to take our peroxide. With our peroxide, we're just going to go ahead and pour that into our mixture. And you want to make sure that you don't pour too much, but enough to where it makes a really nice liquidy paste. You're going to go ahead and mix this up like this. Go ahead and mix it. Should be like a really cloudy, watery kind of thing. And if you scoop up the bottom, you're going to get the baking soda. I didn't use enough baking soda, so I'm going to add a little bit more. So, about that much. You want to make sure it's like a paste. You don't want it to be all water, all peroxide, because then that's just, it's not going to stay in your hair very well. It's just going to drip everywhere and ruin your clothes. If you scoop up the bottom, you get the peroxide and the baking soda. Now, I like to take my honey, found it, and I just pour a little bit of honey in there, about that much, just enough to make it kind of sticky and hold together, and mix that in there really well too. It might turn kind of a yellow color. That's normal. It's from the honey, don't worry about it. But you want to make sure you get all that honey in there mixed up really well. And then you get this kind of paste. So that's good. Now for my hair, I like to use clips. So I just take clips and I section it off by layer. Just kind of twist it, clip it in, and it holds it. I'm going to change my shirt. I use when I dip. As you can tell, that's from the hair color remover this morning. It really stripped the color from my shirt. So yeah, like I said, go ahead and just section your hair off into layers. Start off at the bottom if you want. It's normally easier that way. And stick that in there. Okay. For this, you are going to want to wear gloves. Hydrogen peroxide, if left on your skin, can be a little bit harsh, so I use gloves. And they're really cheap. You can buy them at Sally's for $1 or $2. Let's see. Now you take a mixture, and this is the tricky part because now I'm going to need to scoop out. So you're just going to take this and you're going to put it on your hair. Just easily, just like any other hair dye kind of thing. You want to make sure that you get it in the parts that are the most orange, like my roots. I'm going to get it there, but don't put it on your scalp. That can also be damaging. So yeah, just go ahead and lather that on there. Make sure you get it all covered. This is pretty much the entire thing. You leave it in for about 20-30 minutes maybe, and it should be lightened. And of course repeat the process if necessary. But there you go, that's your little tutorial. You do the same thing with bleach, hair dye. You just want to make sure you cover all your hair. You don't want any spots anywhere left. And yeah, that's it. So if you have any questions, just go ahead and ask.